this video is my token. Let me stop banging the table. This video is my token of appreciation to everybody who's subscribed to the channel. Thank you guys for showing the love, and I'm gonna keep dropping this content for you guys because I see you're really enjoying this and it's helping out. So last thing, okay, I'm gonna say this one last thing and then we're gonna go into the analysis. All right, so the last thing I want to say is, if you need help with your trading, like if you need someone to help you with the analysis and stuff like that, I do have a free group that's on WhatsApp. I'm going to drop the link in the description box below. Just go check it out and it should add you in the group. Now, what you should expect in the group is I'm going to be dropping analysis there. Excuse me. I'm going to also be dropping signals. Like, this group is so that I can send stuff to you guys, like, who aren't like that deep into the markets and stuff like that. So I'm gonna be sending signals. I'm gonna be sending charts. I'm gonna be dropping whatever that I feel like is gonna help you out. I'm just gonna send it in there. Now, don't take what I say as investment advice, right? I'm just telling you guys what I'm doing, and obviously it's been working for me and stuff like that. So that's that. All right, now let's go into the NAS100. Guys, this is the daily chart. As you can see, I have this chart open on trading view, right? So if you want to see this type of charts and stuff like that, just go to www.tradingview.com and they should sort you out, right? So we have the NAS100 right now on a daily chart, right? So on a daily chart, I drew a trend line here. And if you want to know what I used or how I draw the trend line, you basically take the first low and the second low, and then you just draw the line to where price is currently, but align it according to the first low and the second low, and that should give you your uptrend, right? Okay, so if we zoom in a bit and we come here, this is March. Actually, this is the 28th of February, right? We see that the price almost broke here, but it actually rebounded, went up, and just when we thought it's actually going to continue with the trend, it did what? It broke down below the trend line, right? And then that's when we started to see basically a higher low, and then the price bounced back up above the trend line actually. So what I was looking forward to was a retest. I expected, since the price had failed here, as you can see, and then it went up and then it broke, I was expecting to see the price retest this trend line after retesting, and then I was expecting to sell only after I see any signs of rejection, and that can be a pin bar, that can be a bearish candlestick right there that made contact with the trend line. And obviously we didn't get that. It actually broke above. Then I didn't want to go in just yet because then again it might be a fake out, right? So what I'm trying to say is I have all these cues that I follow before I open a trade, and so should you. So let me show you how I analyze this into the smaller time frames, because right now we're in the daily chart, and the daily chart is good for swing trading and stuff, but it's certainly not good for like setting up your entries and opening your trades and stuff like that. So let's go deeper. So right now, guys, we're in the H4 time frame right now, and let me show you what I did. I actually analyzed this in terms of lows. So I looked at the lowest low, actually this one. Then I looked at the second low, which was this one right here. Then I drew a line to the current price, which is aligned to this first two lows, and the line looks like this, right? So what was gonna happen, I expected to see a rejection here, and I was only gonna wait for the price to cross this trend line that I have here. That was gonna be a signal to sell, and obviously we didn't the price didn't do that now, right? So since the price didn't do that, what can we do now, right? So I want you guys to go back to the daily time frame. Now the reason I want you guys to go to the daily time frame is because I want you guys to see something that I noticed. Alright, so I'm gonna give you a minute to actually, I'm gonna not a minute, I'm just gonna give you guys like 5 seconds. Alright, starting right now. Do you see anything that might suggest like that there's a potential trade coming up, or would you just skip this trade? Because after I showed you my thought pattern, obviously I was about to sell and I actually ended up not selling. So would you say there's still an opportunity to trade, or would you say there's no opportunity to trade? Actually, there is an opportunity to trade. Right, let me show you what I'm talking about. So I'm seeing this low right here, and there's this high right here, and if you see, the price is actually at the same level. So this is our resistance zone, right? So this is what our resistance zone looks like now, right? So what can happen is the price might still reject this. As we can see, the Friday's candlestick actually closed bullish, bearish, I mean, so there might be an opportunity to actually sell, right? So now the question becomes, when do we sell, right? So you're gonna sell after you see another bearish candlestick close on the daily time frame, or when the price actually crosses the trend line that we drew in the H4. So the trend line we drew in the H4 actually looks like this now, right? So the trend line that we drew looks like this now, right? And we see that we're at this resistance zone that we was at right now, right? And then now the price is actually back there and it's showing a sign of rejection. So I'm gonna send out sell stops to my WhatsApp group, and if you want to join, like I said, go into the description box below and click the link. It should take you to the WhatsApp group, and then we are gonna look to short somewhere. We're gonna look to go short somewhere outside of this trend line, and then the overall setup is gonna look somewhat like this, whereby we go into a trade after the price actually goes out of the trend line, and that's going to be a swing trade, and then we're going to swing it and see what actually happens. But on the flip side, the price might actually rebound here and spike back up. So depending on what actually happens, I'm going to keep you guys updated and posted right in the WhatsApp group. So pretty much that's it for the NAS100, and I have a bonus for you guys. I'm going to give you two extra charts. I'm going to give you two extra charts to actually look at, because I don't want you guys to just like rely on the NAS100. I'm going to give you two backup charts, so stay tuned. And before we actually go into that, subscribe. All right, it doesn't cost anything. Just subscribe and click in the link below. Let's get it. So guys, the second chart that we have today that I got for you is AUD USD. All right, so the AUD USD, we're only looking at it on the H4 time frame, right? So as you can see, I have a buy trade that is open at 0.10 lot size, right? So the thing about this, I actually had like more trades before this. Like I actually had trades that had opened before this on this very same AUD USD, that some of them I closed them out when the price was there and stuff, just to secure, you understand. So the one I have right now, I only left it open because I think there might be chances that this thing is gonna continue going up, right? But for security reasons, I've already secured what's mine, but I'm looking forward to seeing something because of the following that I'm about to show you. So let's go into it, right? I want you to look at the H4 on the AUD USD, and then we're looking at the first low, which is here, and we're looking at the second low, right? Because remember, the cardinal rule of trading is we want markets which are going either in the upwards direction or the downwards direction, because the sideways direction means this thing is really not going anywhere. We want something that's going somewhere to keep it short, right? So we're gonna draw a trend line. Our trend line is gonna go from the first low, it's gonna go to the second low, right? It's gonna go from the first low like that to the through to the second low, and then we're gonna align the price to the current thingy. We're gonna move the price to the current price, right? And as you can see, what ends up happening now is the price is chopping through, like the what do you call this thing? The trend line is actually going through our candlesticks. So we need to find a more suitable low, right? So if we, instead of using this low and this low, we can use this low and this low, right? And let's see what happens when we do that. So we align it there, and we align it there, right? And when we move it like this, that's when you get to see that, okay, the price is actually on top. It's not going through anything like that. And when I said I opened a couple of trades before, it's because I had drawn this reversal line there. So as soon as the candlesticks like crossed to the other side of the other trend line, that's when I knew it was a signal to actually buy, right? So here we're actually planning to do the same thing. We want to see we want to see what's gonna happen as soon as the price, we're waiting for the price to come into contact with the trend line so we can see if we should buy or not, right? Maybe if we look at it in the H1 too, to kind of like verify what's going on with this one, like if like that, we might just draw this line here to see what's up, like this, right? So we're gonna draw this line too, and then what we're actually waiting on, we're waiting on a candlestick to cross this trend line, just like it did there. Then we're gonna go long. All right, so that's it for the AUDUSD. The last charts for the day is gonna be the GBP CAD, right? So the GBP CAD, what we're gonna do is this one we're gonna look at it only in the H1. So in the H1, it looks like this, right? Clearly the direction I was talking about here is clearly going up. So we're gonna use the lowest point, which is here, and then we're gonna use the second lowest, right? So it's 1, 2, 1. Okay, if we're looking in terms of low, we can see this is the first low, this is the second low, right? Then we're gonna draw our trend line from there to there, right? From there, connecting it here, and then we'll move it the way it's aligned. All right, so what we end up having here is we end up having the price on top of the trend line, which is the ideal situation, but now we want to buy. So before we buy, we need to have something that's gonna signal us to actually buy, which is our reversal line. So I'm gonna draw the reversal line right now. So here we have our reversal line. So from here on, we're only waiting for this thing to actually reject there, and as soon as it goes up and crosses this reversal line that we have here, that's our signal to buy. And then I'm gonna give out the signal for this one too in the group. So if you're in the group, you shouldn't worry like too much about anything. Just try to analyze this the same charts that I showed you, or even more, and see if you like understand like the movement of price action and how the price behaves and stuff like that. Try to find the same patterns on different charts too. So that's it for today's video. Thank you guys for watching. Allah everybody that subscribes, and everybody that's not subscribed, I still allow your ass too. Like the video, comment, and let me know what you'd want to see in the future, because I got y'all, man. I'm out, man. Peace.